What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In today's video, we are here on some PUBG. I'm going to play it so you do not have to. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have played it because it's been out for quite a while. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and play some more mobile games, try PUBG out, maybe try some other games out. Let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see. But yeah, this is pretty much our journey. Again, I didn't get any live commentary from these matches due to me forgetting to turn on the microphone, but hey, it is okay. We went through a full game, and as you guys can tell by the title, did we get the winner chicken dinner? Stay till the end of the video to find out. Now, we did find a good place to spawn. We ended up trying to go towards a military base because I thought that was probably the best location to go to find probably some high tier weapons, some good weapons and gear. It's been a long time since I played a actual battle royale game, so it's kind of was a little bit difficult to get used to the chaos that can happen in these kind of games. But it was a lot of fun, especially on a mobile game that I'm not used to playing. So we ended up dropping down to a small house. Went in there immediately, and I'm still not used to the controls. Kept on opening and closing the door on myself. So I went over and I started grabbing some loot because I needed loot. But yeah, it was auto grabbing stuff for me, so I gotta turn that option off so it doesn't auto grab stuff for me whenever I want to loot. Now right here I did end up finding a shotgun, got some shells, and that was our first set of weapons. We found some armor and different stuff also as well. Then I ended up going to the next house over, more closer to the military base, to get some more loot. Found a pistol. As I was running around trying to loot some houses, it felt like I heard somebody, and I looked over and there was somebody crouch walking. So I was like, okay, I gotta get cover, and I think they shot at me here. That's one thing about this game. I do not like the sound because it sounds like you can't hear anybody, but I did find this guy, dropped him pretty quickly. I want to say that was a bot, but maybe it was a real player. I don't know who were bots and who were real players in this match because I know PUBG added bots, so I wasn't even sure who was a bot and who was not. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go loot this body. I didn't see anybody in my area or near me at all, so I was like, okay, I should be safe to loot. But as I'm looting, I start getting shot at, which was the most chaotic thing. I was like so confused on where the shots were coming from because I didn't see anybody, and I started freaking out. But eventually I was able to find who was shooting at me, and I was able to successfully drop them after trying to get some cover and peeking around the corner and just, yeah, taking them out with this weapon that I picked up. I think it was like a scar, but pretty nice, pretty nice. As I was looting, I felt like I kept on hearing somebody run around, and then out of nowhere this guy just barges into the house that I'm in, and I wasn't sure where his footsteps were because, again, directional sound in this game is not very good for a mobile game. So yeah, that's something I've got to adjust to. And I just felt like I kept on hearing shots, I kept on hearing footsteps. I just wasn't sure where they're coming from. But after a while I began to notice that I was able to see that there's a little indicator on a direction whenever somebody is closer to you. Now right here, I was wondering where I was getting shot from. I couldn't find anywhere what direction, and then at this point I started noticing the indicator. I was like, okay, so that's where he's coming from. So I took a few shots there, and then I just couldn't find him because I heard him running, but it wasn't very good at indicating where he was. Then I was looking around, he pushed like a maniac, so I got stuck in reloading, and I was trying to figure out what to do, pulled out the shotgun, and as you guys can see, I was able to take him out, which was pretty awesome. After a good while of looting, I heard more people coming, and out of nowhere, this person just pushed like crazy. I was surprised I actually got him because they had the drop on me, and then another person I was hearing running up. I didn't know where they were, but I knew after I took that person out, I heard more footsteps. So I was like, okay, maybe it was just them, but I was very confused there for a minute. Okay, right here, I was checking the map, trying to find out how close I am to the circle. Then again, out of nowhere, people just appearing like crazy, and I was potato aiming, but I was able to get this guy, which is pretty awesome. And I noticed the circle was very far away, so I knew I was going to have to either find a car or try to find a jet ski, and that is exactly what I found. was a jet ski to get across the water. But as I was driving this jet ski, I noticed somebody swimming. So I was trying to run him over, but it wasn't working out very well. So I was like, okay, I just need to go to land and try to get off of this jet ski and just take him out that way before he gets to land. And surprisingly, he wasn't moving very much, and then my screen started glitching and stopping, but he wasn't trying to avoid him at all. But I mean, he's in the middle of the water. What can you do when you're in the middle of the water? And at that point I noticed I had 7 eliminations, and I was freaking out. I was like, no way I have 7 eliminations. So I ended up running up to this bridge because I knew somebody was going to be following the circle or playing the circle. So I was like, okay, I need to get up on this bridge just because I already know there's going to be people coming behind me. I'm going to try to take them out so I know nobody will be behind me later on in the match. So yeah, I went up on this hill, and then I end up hearing more footsteps, and I'm like, okay, where are these people coming from? I'm looking around, I don't see them, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna watch this corner because I know they're gonna come. And then I end up taking this guy out. A lot of the guys that I did come across didn't have any clothes, they just had a little bit of gear, so that was what was making me think they were bots. So I was like, okay, I need to get cover, or I need to go try to find and see if there's anybody else. And then more and more people just kept on showing up, and I was like, where are all these guys coming from? They must be playing the circle. And then out of nowhere, more and more people just kept on showing up, and this person was just running towards me. I didn't see him, surprisingly, and then I finally spotted him, and I was able to take him out. Now these people were coming out of nowhere, so after a while of taking some more and more people out, I ended up trying to get into a car and driving it to the next circle because I knew I was going to need to. Now right here, I was actually fumbling the controls because I was so confused on where were these shots coming from? Where were they coming from? I don't see anybody. And so I'm just running around like a maniac trying to find out where I was getting shot from. And honestly, I think I was getting shot at 2 different angles. There was this guy up on the hill that I barely spotted for a split second. And then there was a guy to my right, which I don't know why I didn't see him. I think he might have died from the storm, just like that guy did there. But there was definitely 2 guys that I kept on noticing, or that I noticed after watching this footage back, and I think they both died to the storm. And then this guy, he just came out of nowhere, completely scared me out of nowhere. Didn't know where he came from. So I was like, okay, I need to make my way towards some gunshots, try to get this match over with, because there's not very many players left. End up running towards this house, because it seems like that's where most people are going to. And then I end up coming across a guy that was also had the same idea of crossing the field, and he was taking some pop shots at me, so I ended up taking him out. And then we are down to the nitty gritty of only 8 players being left. And I'm like, okay, everybody has to be someone in this area. I'm still hearing a lot of shooting. Then I see this guy, he is running down the hill, getting shot at. So I'm like, okay, there has to be either somebody in this house or somebody up on the hill behind him. And I was correct. There was somebody in this house just watching everybody that came down the hill. And surprisingly, they didn't see me. So I was like, okay, I need to get an angle on this guy since he is trapped in the house. After a few minutes of playing cat and mouse, if you could say, eventually I was able to get a shot on him and was able to drop him pretty quickly. Then after I dropped him, I was like, okay, I need to get in this house because I already know there are more people. The circle is shrinking. There's only 3 people left in this match. This is where it got chaotic, and I'm surprised I even survived this match, and why I was beginning to think they were bots. Now right here, I was hearing the footsteps and hearing gunshots, and I was like, okay, this guy's sneaking around the house. Took him out. 2 people left, me and one other guy, and then this guy, he just came completely out of nowhere, and I was able to get the winner chicken dinner. Now this was pretty awesome, and I was looking around, I'm like, okay, where's the menu screen? Then I noticed there was actually a statue you could put up, so I was like, okay, this is interesting. I guess I gotta go outside to put it up. And that is exactly what I did. And if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like down below. Every single like is very much appreciated. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you're notified when we upload a brand new video. My first match on PUBG Mobile, I get the winner chicken dinner, but I have a feeling it was all bots. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.